What's up, YouTube? Big Daddy here. It's time for the fast food news report this week. So, today, what do we got? All right, so first off, I want to talk about Halo Top Pops. That's right, Halo Top has come out with Pops in 3 flavors. It's mint chip, sea salt caramel, and their new flavor, brownie batter. Each pop has 6 grams of protein and 100 to 110 calories per pop. Basically, it's like not a popsicle, but an ice cream bar of some sort. The new Halo Top lineup includes the brownie batter, chocolate light ice cream and swirls of brownie batter, the mint chip, which is mint light ice cream, an added crunch from dark chocolate chips, and lastly the sea salt caramel, which is a brown butter light ice cream with swirls of caramel that pack a salty punch. So you can pick these up in the grocery freezer soon. Look for the Halo Top Pops. They're going to be about $5.99 for a box of 5, I think so. All right, next, the Wendy's Biggie Bag for $5. Wendy's has got a Biggie Bag that includes a $5 crispy chicken Biggie Bag, has the crispy chicken sandwich served with 10-piece order of spicy or regular chicken nuggets, plus a side of small fries and a small drink for $5. Let's see what else. Oh, Dunkin Donuts has come out with the butter pecan coffee flavor for a limited time. So if you're a fan of butter pecan, check out the butter pecan coffee flavor at your local Dunkin' Donuts. All right, another Wendy's story. Now, I don't know if this is true for all Wendy's. The Wendy's close to my house, burgers are completely off the menu. This is due to meat shortages that have been happening because of the COVID-19 lockdowns, or whatever you want to call it. There's meat shortages because all the people who work in the meat packing plants and the meat processing plants are getting sick. Therefore, they're closing those places to keep people safe, and they can't process the meat, so therefore you got the meat shortages. Now, here's the funny thing. I went to the Wendy's by my house, and the Wendy's by my house did not have any chicken on the menu at all. Any beef on the menu at all. All they had was chicken. In fact, if you went into their app, all the menu items were chicken. It's true, it was all chicken. But now I went to another Wendy's about a couple of miles away from me, and now when I went there, I asked, do you guys have burgers? And they said, yes, we do have burgers, but we don't have all the burgers on the menu. They had like the Dave's Single and the Dave's Double. They even had a Baconator, but they, for some reason, didn't have the smaller burgers, so you couldn't get like a double stack, or a kid's burger for some reason. I guess they just ran out of certain types, and until they can get them back, they're off the menu. They were also out of a bunch of different salads and a few other things. So there's some weird stuff going on with food supply shortages in the fast food industry, especially at Wendy's. Your Wendy's may be different than the one so check them all out and see what you can find out. Also, the Chipotle has done a study about Americans and their fitness health. Don't ask me why. Maybe they want to see what they can put together to help Americans eat healthier or something. But during this coronavirus time, they've done a study of people and how they've reacted during the lockdown. And what they found is pretty much what my experience is with this stay-at-home situation. People are eating like crap, and they're not following their diet. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there are people out there who are being very religious about their diets and being very strict and following what they do. Those are the kind of people that's their thing. But the average person who may have thought, hey, maybe I'll lose weight, when this stuff all happened, maybe they thought, this is too hard right now. I need the boredom, so I need boredom eating too, so because I'm really bored. So they're going to put it off. But here's what they found, and this is interesting. All right, people are struggling to maintain a healthy lifestyle. 67% of all Americans are trying to avoid or limit going to the grocery store. Almost half of Americans aren't maintaining a regular workout schedule. Now, that could have been caused by A, the gyms are all closed, and B, they use that as an excuse not to work out. Oh, well, my gym's closed. I guess I don't need to work out for now. I'll take a break for now. That's kind of, that's kind of my thought. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's kind of the way I look at it. Over a third of Americans are not maintaining a healthy diet. Obviously, boredom eating is probably one of the big causes. Plus, as well as I do, you're sitting around at home and all you're doing is watching TV. It's kind of hard not to sit and go, where's that bag of chips? I need something to just munch on while I'm sitting here watching, NCIS or American Pickers. 36% are eating more junk food than before social distancing. And I would say, somebody said that if they're saying 36% are eating more junk food during social distancing, that 64% are in denial. I guess that was their joke, but I don't know what it is, what the truth is. I just know that it's odd. It was odd to me that I heard that Chipotle was doing a study, and I don't know if it's true or not. This was something I read online on one of the food blogs. So, if it's not true, let me know in the comments down below. If you work for Chipotle and you heard about this, let me know. All right. Let's see. There is a Dallas restaurant that has threatened to fire employees who wear masks at work. You heard that right. They're going to fire employees for wearing masks, not for not wearing masks, okay? This is, basically restaurants across the United States are all going to be trying to reopen with some kind of social distancing. Everybody's going to be wearing masks. But there is an unidentified place in Dallas, according to CBS News, who's expressly disallowed anybody who works there to wear a face covering at work. Let's see. It's part of a restaurant group that has locations in Southern California, Texas, Florida, New York, and other states. I don't know who it is, but that's weird. If you guys know any more details on this, leave me some comments down below as well. Aldi, the supermarket, they're sharing 6 massive changes that they've made to their grocery stores since the lockdowns have begun. Some of these changes are: they provide gloves to all store and distribution workers. They're installing clear screens at each register at more than 7,000 checkouts. They're limiting the number of people in the store at one time, which a lot of stores are doing that. They're encouraging customers to shop alone rather than in groups. Lots of times people will come in as a whole family and shop. They're asking people to try to shop by themselves if they can. They're not being real strict to it, but they are making sure that everybody has a cart. Let's see. They're installing floor markers to increase social distancing between people who are waiting in line at the registers. They also have installed, I think they've put in one-way stickers on their floor to let people know which way they should go. They're encouraging people to use contactless payment, such as debit cards, credit cards, or Apple Pay or Google Pay rather than cash. Let's see. And that's pretty much it for that. Okay, so I got some questions for you guys. I've been thinking about a lot, and I just was curious to know what your thoughts are. Okay, so since the lockdowns have started, what is the thing that you miss the most since the lockdowns have started? I personally miss going out to breakfast with my wife on a Sunday morning for pancakes. I just loved, it was just nice to be able to get up in the morning before the kids were awake, head over to breakfast, have a nice quiet, peaceful breakfast, drink some coffee, eat some pancakes. Kids sleep all into 11, 12 o'clock anyways. They don't care. All they want is to be left alone and eat cereal. So that's what I miss the most. Oh, and haircuts. That would be nice too. I need a haircut so badly. It's I could let the mystery guest buzz it, but I'm holding off because I've heard that they're going to be opening salons next month. So we'll see. Keep my fingers crossed. In your state, if your state ended their lockdown tomorrow, like completely wide open, kind of like Wisconsin has done, would you go out and act as if everything was normal? And by normal, I don't mean, no masks or nothing. I mean, would you go out? Would you go to a restaurant? Would you go to a bar? I mean, I've seen some videos of people in Wisconsin who are sitting at bars with no masks, acting as if it was 2019 and we had never heard of COVID-19. So, just curious, what would you do? Would you stay home? Would you stay home and say, you know what, I'm gonna play err on the side of caution and wait a while? Just curious to know what this is. Me personally, I think in certain circumstances, I would go out with precautions, still social distancing, still wearing a mask, still trying to keep hand sanitizer to wash my hands. But I would take advantage of certain things, such as, like I said, getting a haircut would be nice. Going to the dentist would be something I would probably do, because I know for the most part medical professionals tend to try to keep a clean, disinfected type space. And my dentist is, I trust my dentist. He's a real good guy. All right, the last question I have is, what is the first restaurant you will go to once you feel it's safe to go to restaurants again and go out to eat? What's the first restaurant you would go to and why? All right, that's the last question I have. Me, as far as the first restaurant I would go to that everyone knows about, would probably be Lou Malnati's Pizza. I would probably just go there, and my wife and I would eat some pizza and some garlic bread and just enjoy going out and sitting in a restaurant again. And hopefully we would be safe and everything would be great. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any other news stories that you've heard about, leave me some comments down below. I can talk about them in the next episode. Going forward, we've got a lot more reviews coming up, some changes coming up to Big Daddy's World as far as the mobile studio, and you'll see. But I gotta wait to announce that completely, because it's just not time yet. So that's pretty much it, guys. And stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you next week.